and action.
The true story of the Three Little Pigs by John Schuster. Everybody knows the true story of the Three Little Pigs, or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. I'm the wolf. This my side of the story. I am the wolf. Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al.
No one knows just how this big bad wolf got started, but it's all wrong.
Maybe it's because wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way they are. If cheeseburgers were cute, wolves would probably think that people were big and bad too.
But the whole big bad thing's all wrong.
The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar.
Way back and once upon a time, our friend, the wolf, was making a birthday cake for his dear granny.
He had a terrible sneeze coming. Sneezing cold.
He had ran out of sugar.
So he walked down the street to ask his neighbor for a cup of sugar.
Now this neighbor was a pig.
And he wasn't too bright either.
He built his whole house out of straw.
Can you believe it? How was they trying to build a house out of straw?
So of course when it knocked on the door, it fell right in. And he didn't just want to walk into somebody else's house.
So he called.
Little pig, are you in? No answer.
He was just about to go home without his cup of sugar for his dear old granny's birthday cake.
That's when his nose started to itch.
He felt his sneeze coming on.
Well, he huffed and he snuffed and he sneezed a great sneeze.
Achoo! And you know what? The whole darn straw house fell down. And right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner just lying there in the straw, so the wolf ate it up.
Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there.
He was feeling a little better, but he still didn't have his cup of sugar.
So he went to the next neighbor's house.
This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his house out of sticks.
He rang the bell on the stick house.
Nobody answered.
He called.
Mr. Pig, are you in?
He yelled back.
Go away, wolf, you can't come in. I'm shaking the herd to make chin, chin, chin.
He grabbed the doorknob, but he felt another sneeze coming on.
He huffed and he snuffed and he tried to cover his mouth, but he sneezed a great sneeze. Achoo! And when the dust cleared, there was his second little pig, as dead as a doornail.
Wolf's honor.
Now you know food will spoil if you leave it out in the open.
So the wolf did the only thing there was to do. He had dinner again.
Think of it as second helping.
He was getting awfully cold, but his cold was feeling a little better.
And he still didn't have that cup of sugar for his dear old granny's birthday cake.
So the wolf went to the next guy's house. This guy was the first and the second little pig's brother.
He must have been the brains of the family. He built his house out of bricks.
The wolf knocked on the brick house. No answer. Mr. Pig, are you in?
And you want to know what that little rude porker answered?
Get out of here, wolf, don't bother me again. Talk about impolite.
He probably had a whole sack full of sugar.
And he wouldn't even give the wolf one little cup for his dear, sweet old granny's birthday cake.
What a pig.
The wolf was just about to go home, maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake. Then he felt his cold coming on.
He huffed and he snuffed and he sneezed once again.
Achoo!
Then the pretty little pig yelled,
And your old granny considering pig. The wolf was usually a pretty calm fellow, but when he heard someone talk about his dear sweet old granny like that, he went a little crazy.
Please excuse students who ride buses 25 and 26 at this time.
When the cops drove up, of course he was trying to break down the pig's door. And the whole time the wolf was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
The news reporters found out about the 2 pigs he had for dinner.
They figured a sick guy going to buy a cup of sugar, and it's not very sad.
So he jazzed up the straw with all that huffing and puff and blow your house down stuff.
And we made him the big bad wolf.
That's it.
The real story.
I was framed.
But maybe you could loan him a cup of sugar. The end.